Continuing my weekend of trying new tactical RPG games, I've landed on Wartales, which I just got on Steam today. It's been on my wish list for a while. I don't know why it's taken me this long to buy it, but here it is. I don't know what to expect, so I'm just going to click on New Game and choose my destiny. Okay, I thought this 1, 2, and 3 cards up here were going to be like difficulty settings, but it's not. Your companions are apprentice friends looking for an adventure, men escorting merchants who lost their employer, deserters fleeing an abusive captain, young farmers looking for a better life, or bandits looking to escape the guard. So this selection gives us bonuses. Apprentice friends gives us a swordsman, an archer, a ranger, and a brute. Influence plus 30, raw materials minus 5. Escorting merchants. Okay. So each one of these gives us different starting companions. Young farmers looking for a better life. You know, I'm assuming the one at the top is probably the one that you're supposed to start with as sort of the baseline. But young farmers looking for a better life seems interesting. Also, deserters fleeing an abusive captain sounds fun. But we start with suspicion plus 50, and it doesn't tell us what that means. I thought I heard something and I couldn't tell if I was hearing it in my headphones or around the house. It sounded like a cat. As a person with cats, it's very disturbing to hear cats in the headphones of the games that I'm playing. Especially when it sounds like they're like yowling and making sounds of distress. So it's like, what the hell is going on? So now I'm just like listening. I'm just listening to see if I hear, I don't know, weird. Occasionally I hear cats yowling outside my house. Sometimes there are some territorial disputes around my house, and cats are really, really loud when they get angry and try to display dominance. It is shocking how loud cats can be. Anyway, I'm gonna do deserters fleeing an abusive captain. This will give me a swordsman, a warrior, an archer, and a ranger. Number 2, your companions are used to long walks, cunning fighters, incredibly resilient, excellent at slap games, know how to talk to new recruits. Oh, that is hilarious. Excellent at slap games. That one increases your critical damage. I'm gonna say show incredible resilience because we're escaping from an abusive captain, so that'll give us a constitution plus 10. I don't know what any of that means. These might as well just be random, because never having played the game before, I have no clue what any of these effects are going to have on the game. I have no possibility of min-maxing these numbers because I've never seen the game before. If they had a flaw, It would be somewhat meek appearance, eternal dissatisfaction, uncommon bout of bad luck, very hard time getting up, a very relative sense of loyalty. Huh. Eternal dissatisfaction. So min-max wise, the least detrimental detriment, I would say, is the critical hit chance reduced by 3%. So our troop just has bad luck. I mean, critical hit chance reducing by 3%. There's that sound again. I think it's in the headphones. I swear it sounds like there's a cat in the background. It's incredibly quiet. It's irritating. Yeah, critical hit chance reduced by 3% basically sounds like not anything to me, so I'm just gonna pick that one. That sounds like it's not even a thing. Exploration mode. So we either have adaptive exploration. The difficulty adapts dynamically to your group size and your unit's power. The game will always offer a challenge suited to your troop. Or region-locked exploration. Each region of the world has a set difficulty from the start. You will have to expand and improve your troop before you can explore more dangerous areas and fight more powerful enemies. I actually prefer that than everything being the same difficulty. There's that sound again. I swear to God, it sounds like there's a cat. I don't know. I have to check to see if there's a cat somewhere that's... Okay, both of my cats are sleeping peacefully, and I don't see any cats fighting outside. So, it's definitely in the headphones. Yeah, I prefer region-locked exploration, so I'm doing that. Combat difficulty. So we got novice, experienced, expert, extreme. Tactical battles and the possibility of losing companions do not scare you. One mistake and you're dead is expert. No, let's just stick with experience. Survival difficulty, novice, experience. I mean, let's just go with experienced. Save mode. Only one save per game, but you can go back at any time to certain checkpoints. Like the last village you visited, the beginning of a battle, etc. I like limited. Limited. I like limited saves. Save name. There's that sound. Oh my God, why? Why would anybody inflict that sound why would anybody do that? First game, I guess? I'm gonna call it first game. It's like somebody recorded a cat yowling from like 200 feet away. Ugh. What a horrible thing to inflict upon people. This is my group, I suppose. Richalt, a warrior level 1, Ahar, archer level 1, Terhar, ranger level 1, Theline, swordsman level 1, and a pony. We've all escaped from an abusive somebody. An abusive captain, I think it said. I'm just gonna take the defaults. So far, this seems fairly complicated. I do like complicated RPGs, but I like them complicated in certain ways, but not other ways. I like complicated tactics, but I don't like complicated management type of things. I don't like complicated micromanaging. Like, I don't like inventory management at all. So, anyway, at the beginning, enough is enough. After bearing that horrible captain's abuse for far too long, your companions can finally enjoy their well-deserved freedom. Although, deserters are never a welcome sight, be it for their former colleagues or the locals who regard them as traitors for some reason. They will need to keep their heads down while still making a living. Aha! We're on a map. Can I... Okay, I can zoom in and out. Barely. Not very much. It seems that there is some people over there, which looks like we can fight them. Boy, that poor pony must have a rough time carrying all four of us. So this is Tiltron County, I should say. Day 1, the 12th hour. Check your troops' fatigue to know when you need to set up camp and rest. Use the campfire to cook a nice meal and get some sleep. I assume we don't need sleep. The Runaway Horde is our name, I suppose. You have 5 companions in your troop, one of which is a pony. Knowledge ability helps you learn. Is it... man, I'm not sure what kind of game this is yet. It's not quite what I expected. Well, it kind of is what I expected, but it kind of isn't. It's like... it's kind of a tactical RPG. Whoa. Okay, WASD does stuff. A has brought up this screen. Whatever that is. It's like a mix of an RTS and an RPG is kind of what it looks like. So down here we have a camp button, we have an inventory button, we have 30 raw materials, 5 medicine, 12 apples, and 12 breads. We have a compendium, which is basically all of our help information, it seems. We have paths, which is what happened when I pressed A. The path of power and glory is fraught with dangers and fearsome enemies, but great rewards await those who prevail. So the different paths are power and glory, trade and craftsmanship, crime and chaos, mysteries and wisdom. I suppose that means we can choose what we do. Oh, okay, I can pause the game. So we're actually... so time is passing, apparently, while I'm standing here, trying to learn the menus. What happens if I click on my companions? Nothing. My companions have no professions. Can I move? Okay, so when I click on the map, I move around. Aha. There's a shiny over here. I think we're supposed to go get that. And I did. Is there a log of any kind? I'd really like to have a log. There's also some people walking around over there. Oh, it's now the 16th hour. Uh-oh. I think we're going to be fighting now. We're having combat with bandits. A hoodlum and a poacher who have picked a fight with 4 people and a pony, mysteriously, even though there's only 2 of them. Well, let's see how good our companions are at fighting. Combat! When your turn comes, play any unit you haven't used yet in the round. You can find out which enemy will then come into play. Prepare your strategy. If only I knew how to do that. Terhar has 2 Valor points. He can move, he can run, he can stab. That doesn't really feel like the best weapon to be stabbing with. It sort of feels like we should be running toward the archer immediately. That seems like a no-brainer. So I'm going to move 10 meters this way. And that is it. Who's next? Oh, the guy with the shield. Thalen with the shield is definitely going to move. Oh, wow, the squares are interesting. Okay. Shield guy is going to run right up to the hoodlum and slice him. It's a hit for 5 points. When you first perform a melee attack on a free enemy, you would engage them. An engaged unit can only attack their engaged opponent and has a higher chance of taking critical damage. Take advantage of this with your other units. An engaged unit is exposing their back. Attack them from behind to get a bonus. Okay. Do we attack again? We can disengage, we can taunt. Forces the target to engage and inflicts weakening to them for 1 round. I mean, I think they're already engaged, but I'm going to taunt them anyway and weaken them. And now I will end the turn. Ah, he attacks back and hits for 2 damage and tries to poison me? How dare you? Rickalt is probably just going to run up behind this guy and hit him in the back and probably kill him in 1 attack, I assume, with a maiming strike. Oh, he's not dead yet, but he is hit for 5. So my archer, how much... Wow. The range on archery is quite low. I'm just noticing. My movement speed is quite bad, too. He's gonna move behind some cover, I guess. Sort of like cover. I can't hit anybody. Ah, the range is so terrible. Okay, the poacher runs closer and shoots an arrow at my halberd guy, Richalt. Time passes, a new round is starting. It's now my archer's turn. He's gonna move closer. He doesn't move very fast. Still don't have a shot at anybody because we're nowhere near close enough. I guess that's all he can do. Richalt will... Can I move? Yeah, I can move right up to this archer and hit him in the head. Not gonna like this very much. 5 points of damage. He tries to block with his bow. Oh no, the hoodlum is poisoning my guy. Whose turn is it now? Thaline. Wait, who's Thaline? Oh, this guy. The guy who's just been poisoned. I've taken 2 stacks of poison, and I'm losing 5% of my maximum health every turn. I will slice this guy. And that's 4 points of damage, and that's apparently all I can do. How come I don't get to poison him? Terhar is going to move around behind this hoodlum and stab him in the back. Oh, nice! A clean throat cut. I just realized I can zoom in a little bit. That's it. That's the end of his turn, I guess. This poor Poacher is the only one left. Poacher just tried to hit back. A new round is starting. Terhar, the assassin, apparently. Can't quite get close enough to do another backstab. But he'll move there. Richalt with the halberd will strike again, strike the Poacher again, doing 8 more damage. You'd think he would run away by now, but apparently not. By the way, we were galvanized by that kill. Damage increased by 50%. That's craziness. Thylin would probably love to know how to not be poisoned anymore, but I don't know how to get rid of that. Will I be poisoned for the rest of eternity? I'm going to try to run up and stab this guy, but I can't. I can't apparently hit him from this angle. Whoa, somebody got hit. Oh, Thylin took poison damage at the end of his turn. So my archer is going to run up closer. My archer is quite slow for some reason. I'm going to attempt to shoot the Poacher. It kind of looks like I might hit my friends as well, so maybe I won't do that. I'm not really liking this combat so far. It's very slow. The pacing is really, really slow so far. It's like you can't do very much on every turn. Like this archer has not even been in the battle because he can't move far enough to do anything. Like apparently I need him to flank. But I still can't shoot because I looks like there's danger I'm going to hit my friends, so I'm not going to shoot. Thylin is still poisoned. He will attempt to move out of the way, though, so he doesn't get hit by an arrow and take another 2 poison. Richalt, still engaged with the Poacher, will swing again with a massive halberd strike, does another 8 points of damage. The enemy only has... Oh, we can do a Wrath attack that deals 5 to 6 damage if they have less than 50% health. left. I think this will finish the guy off. Yep. He's dead. Victory! We got human remains, crowns, which is money, and a damaged dagger. Repair damaged armor and shield with your raw materials. Yes. I'm repairing with 2 raw materials. I think we need more of that. We got 9 influence and 40 experience points. But we're not taking the human remains. It seems quite dark. We survived our first bandit encounter, and I picked up some more loot or something. Well, I mean, so far this is... It feels more like a simulation than an RPG, so... that makes it unsuitable for video purposes. Let's enter the stables. The Plateau Stables. So I assume we can buy horses here, maybe?
Although the war in Edarin has been a boon for my business, I cannot help but feel for my poor ponies. I can tell you aren't soldiers. Take them with you if you can. Otherwise, they would most likely end up dead on the battlefield through no fault of their own.
Are you giving me the ponies? Wait, did I level up? Oh, I think one of my guys leveled up. I guess I'll have to do that later.
When I think of how many people don't shoe their ponies, it makes me want to pull out the little hair I have left.
Wait, are you saying I should shoe my pony? Recently forged by a farrier. Do I need 1 or 4? Do I need 1 per foot or 1 per pony in this simulation game? Also, they're really expensive. If I buy 4 of them, that's gonna be pretty much all of my gold.
Tell you what, buy a horse from us, and I'll throw in the horseshoes for free.
As yet, I'm not sure why I need a horse. I would like to level up Thalen, though, if I can figure out how to do that. Is that an inventory thing? No. How do I level people up? Double click? Right click? Aha! Right clicking opens up a character screen. Thalen, previously poisoned, has gotten an aptitude point and is now level 2. Does he become a protector, a fighter, or a sword master? Fighter seems like the all-purpose. I mean, I guess I'll make him a protector, because that was sort of his role in that first battle, so... Yes. Thalen has now become a protector. Wait, do I have more aptitude points? It seems... Oh, profession is like... Okay. Is like a craft skill. Okay, so it still seems to think that I need to level up. Ah, so I add points to... I'm gonna add a point to Constitution. Or, I think it was actually 2 points. Okay, now I've completed leveling up. Yeah, this game is complicated. This is... I mean, this is... not the kind of game that you would play for a video. Is what I'm seeing here. This is not what I would play for a video. This reminds me of, like, really old 80s games, like, I think there was one called... I think it was called Crusader Kings on the Amiga. It was sort of a management simulation game. Was that the name of it? I'm trying to remember if that was the name of it. I might be thinking of something else. I think I'm thinking of the modern version. I think it was something Crusader something. I don't know. I will just Google Amiga Crusader game. And that will tell me the exact game that I'm thinking of, right? No, it's not. What was the name of that game? I can't believe I can't remember the name of that game. I keep getting Space Crusade. That is definitely not the game I was thinking of. I was like, oh, it was Defender of the Crown. That's what it was called. Defender of the Crown. I'm completely ignoring the game now, and I'm Googling on my on my laptop right now. Yeah, this reminds me of Defender of the Crown from 1986, which I played on the Amiga from Cinemaware. I really liked Defender of the Crown, but that's because computers in 1986 were not capable of very much. There was a lot of text and questions and stuff, and that's kind of what this reminds me of. Like a modern version of this. Can I tell if my pony has horseshoes or not? How do I know if my pony has horseshoes? They have saddlebags. They actually have skills, attacking skills. How could I know if I have horseshoes or not? It doesn't even look like there's a slot for horseshoes. I think that guy was trying to deceive me into buying horseshoes. I don't need horseshoes at all. Anyway, I'm going to save the game. Oh god. It's a game where I have to type in a name for every save file. Do not like. Well, I mean, what am I supposed to call it? First save file. What else am I supposed to call this? I thought it would only have one. There's an autosave, but you have no idea where it's saving. Okay, well, whatever. So that was Wartales. Okay, not quite what I expected. Possibly, there's a possibility I might return this game, because I don't really see myself playing this a lot.